All right, guys. So now let's write the other program. So we'll now explore dictionaries. So let us say session 4E. So before diving to the break, we did say some operations on strings and sets, and now we'll see dictionaries. Now, dictionary is one of the powerful data structures, and we're gonna explore it in a better way. Why? Because if you know dictionary, only then you will be able to work with the web services. Now when I say web services, it means that you are going to create some connections to the servers and you will be extracting some results, right? And how you're gonna save it, use it. So that way this is a powerful data structure. So let us say we have some routers. Now, typically when I have to create routers, so I can create a dictionary. This is just like the set. You see the angular bracket, these curly braces coming here. So this is just like the set. The only difference is you give a key here. So key can be any type, any name of your choice, and the value again depends upon you. What value you want to come up and give, right? So this is some router one. And same way I'm going to come up and put some more details here in the dictionary. So dictionary is a key value pair. So let's say router 2, router 3, so here we are with the 3 and then the router 4, right? So guys, this is known as a dictionary, which is what? Which is a collection of key value pairs, right? So dictionary is collection of key value pairs. Now when I say key value pair, so what exactly it means? It's just like word meaning, right? So just like word meaning in our real sense. So router is the key, router 1 is the key, and this IP address is its value. Now this is how you create a dictionary. It's very easy, and if you want to print the dictionary, you can just say print me routers, and at the same time I can even print, let's say, the type of routers, right? So now when you run the program, you get to see a dictionary, and then you see the class coming as dictionary. I'll come here and I'll say that there has to be printing done for the routers with the key of router 2. So we mentioned the key router 2, right? So here we have no indexing, right? So instead of indexing, so what we have? So we have keys which we only give. So we only give the keys now, right? And these keys are unique. So keys are unique. So what does it mean? If you use the same key again, data will be updated. You need to understand this point, right? So you cannot come up and put another record with the same key router 3. So that way the content will be updated. So when I say print me routers with the router 2, so you run the code here, so you get to see the value, right? So get value. So just give me a moment, guys. So just give me a moment. उसकी फाइल पड़ी है नीचे, हाँ तुम्हारे पासपोर्ट में पड़ी है, पासपोर्ट तुम्हारा उसमें पड़ा है. Alright, so guys, so we get the value here. So you enter the key and you get the values, right? So it's so basic and so simple. You wanna update one of the values, so you just say routers of your key name, for example, router 1. Now the IP address is modified for this person, so we can say 198.170.168. let's say some 1.1, right? So this is how you do an update operation. It's very easy. So instead of indexes, you have your own keys. They serve as indexes, right? And now I can say print me routers. So you run the code here. So here we are with the router 1, router 2, and you see this guy called router 1 with the updated value of the IP address. So this was the previous value, this is the new value. You can even say a delete operation. So you can say delete your routers of, let's say, router 2. So when you run the code here, after deletion, let us reprint the routers. So what you see is the key router 2 is deleted from the dictionary. So we can even come up and say routers dot clear. So this clear function works with everything, as in your multi-value containers, and now you see it's an empty dictionary. So the first thing was how you can come up and create a dictionary. Second thing was fetching the value from the dictionary. Third thing was updating the value. Fourth thing was deleting the value. So I hope guys till here we are all good to go. Now I will say print me routers dot keys, and I'll say a comma and say type of routers dot keys. So let us print what this function will give us. So when I say print me router dot keys, so guys, router dot keys is a built-in function. So what it is giving us, it is giving us something known as keys, but the type is dictionary underscore keys. It's a different type for us. So what I can do, I can simply say keys is list of routers dot keys. So you get the keys from dictionary as a list. So that is how you deal with the keys, right? Same way you can get the values. So I can say values is list of routers dot values. So this is how we can extract the values from the dictionary directly. Now let us print keys and values separately. So I'll say keys and then I'll say values. So you run this program. So what you see is a list of keys and a list of values. So we can extract the keys, extract the values, and we can list them and we can use them separately. So other way around, you can also use a loop to iterate in dictionary. So how we are going to come up and iterate in a dictionary, right? So let us see. So for key in keys. So I got this keys, right? For key in keys, you can simply say print me the key, and then you can say print me routers of key, right? So when you pass this key in the routers, so you will automatically get the value. So let us run this program. So here you get router value, router value, router value. So this is just one way how you are going to iterate in the dictionary. So till here guys, anyone with any query? So you're all good to go till here guys, right? All right, wonderful. Now in the next part here, I'm going to say print me routers dot, so we have this function called items. So when you run this program, So items will give me tuples containing key value pairs, right? So what I'll do is I'll try to say items is list. We'll try to convert this routers dot items here and say print as the items. So what you see now is when I will say routers dot items, it's a combination of a key value pair which I have retrieved here, if you can see. But this is what, this is a collection where I got list of tuples. So what we are getting here is list of tuples, guys. So let us come here and say uh, print me names of, sorry, this is your items of 0, then items of 1 and 2, right? So when you run this program, so you get to see these tuples coming in. So if you want, you can directly use dot items and you can even extract the data from the dictionary in this format. Now before I do this, I'll also say that there is some routers and I'm going to write a key here. So this is something like router 5, which is some 198.0.0.1, something like this. Now let us run this program. So what you see is there is router 5 which has been added into the dictionary. So when I write this line of code, so this means add a new key with value in dictionary. So this is wonderful. So you can anytime add data in dictionary if you want. So it totally depends upon you. So these are various different dictionary operations, but dictionary has to be explored on some a more better scale. But to begin with, this is what we got. So guys, please review it and let me know if you have any query till now. So let us even try to take it in some application way, as in for Zomato. Let's try to come up and say Zomato, right? So there are dishes, which is a dictionary. So what will noodles from restaurant A cost? Let's say 200. So what's gonna be a sandwich? So it's gonna be some number. Then the other part of this can be a pizza. Let's say 350. So what is this? This is again a dictionary with having some dishes from restaurant A, right? So dishes restaurant A. Then there can be restaurant B, right? Some with some other similar dishes, or let's say some other dishes. Let's say soup, veg soup, and let's say this is 120, right? And what I can do is I can say restaurants is a list of dish restaurant A and a dish restaurant B. So what I did, I created list of dictionaries. So this is the end result which you need to understand. So how this will work now? So you can have list of lists, you can have set of sets, you can have dictionary of dictionaries, and we can even have the other way around, right? So what is the other combination? List of sets, set of lists, list of dictionaries, so on and so forth. Guys, is this part clear to everyone? So I hope this way you would have got one of the key insights that how this dictionary can be an important data structure. Now let me give you one more example for the dictionary part. So let's come here and go for let's say newsapi.org. Now newsapi.org is a web service. Now when I say web service, what does it mean? It means there is some code which gets executed on the server side and you get something in response. And now what we get in response, so guys, if you see over here, so can you tell me what exactly is this kind of structure? So this is a dictionary. If you see, so this is a dictionary, right? So with the key as status, value as okay, then total results as key value is 4176. Then moving ahead, what is next part? Articles, which is a key, and what is the value? Value is a list. Then it's a list of dictionary, with the dictionary having the first key as source, which is again a dictionary. Then a key, value, key value, key value, key value, so on and so forth. So it means when it comes to the world of web services, you have some responses as dictionaries, right? Or combination of these data structures. So let me write here. So please see, when we will use web services, we have some response which is dictionary, and further dictionary may contain dictionaries or lists, right? So this particular format in the industry is called JSON, JavaScript object notation as well, right? So if you understand this key concept of dictionaries, lists, sets, tuples, so you'll be easily able to understand how this web service will work, right? So there will be a lot of web services which will be working on in future, but to begin with, I've just given an insight where we're gonna reach up to. All right, guys, so now let's have queries in case you have. So this will be all for the day till here. So open for queries now, guys. So Vinay, Arvind, Asim, Lalit, and Saurabh, guys, queries. So in the meanwhile, I'll just push the code to the GitHub. Session 4. So what we got? Strings, sets, and dictionaries. So Asim says need to come up with self-study to retain for some days. Guys, one of the very true thing is retainability, right? So as human, and of course, when we are into the networking domain, switching to the programming is where it's altogether a different field now. So retainability means you may not be able to remember or memorize what thing will work how. That is the reason we have references in our life, right? So anytime as a professional we are not understanding that we need to remember this or remember that, right? So we got references from where you can see and understand and then do your job. So you can take this GitHub repository, so which I have already shared with you people. So I've just pushed the code on the GitHub as well. So you can open the GitHub, you can review it. You got videos from where you can review whatever we have done. And anytime, of course, you can come up with your queries. And what is my expectation? So please share me some use cases on which I can try to create programs with which you guys can find that okay, in my domain this program can be written so as to solve this problem. Okay, so I'll be expecting one program from each of you, I mean one use case from each of you in the networking domain. I would like to implement them.
Uh, in that case, Ishan, I'm not sure if we have covered till that, but like for an example, if we want to log into some of the router and with a specific command to be executed, this is
Yes,
what basically we want to achieve initially, because we get most of
no
this
problem,
request
no
to get.
problem. So
output from the
so all
routers.
these kind of use cases, you just write it on WhatsApp so that I can extract them, see them, explore them, and create a program so that you guys feel more wonderful on that part, right? I just want to fuse some of these Python concepts with the networking part.
Yeah, because yes, got it.
All right, so
Ishan,
yes,
Saurabh there. I just want to add one thing because as we are learning that language first time, so I think we should focus on the normal programming like Android or you normally do. Once we go through a whole course, we know that how to use because still currently we don't know what program because in our organization somebody run that programming, but we don't have access to how they run it.
no, I got
So
that, I got that, I got that.
that is yeah. So
No,
that's
so
the
let me
challenge.
tell you,
We
let
know
me tell
that
you
the
what.
basic result we yep.
Correct, correct. My intention is not to come up and as of now put those how you will come up and do the router configurations and all. But my use cases means what, right? So how you order food on Zomato? It's quite software thing, right? For example, how you
Yep.
transfer the packets from one router to the other router. There may be a use case. So which we can take as an example. The way I took this example, right? So I just want to put some use cases here so that this program becomes more effective. So making you guys understand Python as programming language is of course the baseline. But if we try to
Yep.
take some examples which may make you guys understand more, right? So that is where I want some alignment in our fields.
Just using that string
Yes,
dictionary, the
yes, yes,
function you
exactly.
use, just with
For
the
example,
reference case from the Google. Yep, I
yes,
got it.
right, right, right. So those use cases might be more, you guys more be aware of than me.
Yep, got it.
Ishan, if it would be possible for you to execute the program or prepare the program on GNS3, if we give you the topology built-in GNS3 in one of our upcoming sessions.
Yes, we can do that. We can do that. For that, I'll just explore the GNS part. So, see what we can do is we can connect offline. We'll just I'll just get some inputs from you how that thing will work, and thereafter we'll try to come up and implement it. That won't be a concern for me, of
Sure.
course.
Yes, one or two programs will help us to understand how we can scale those programs for our use.
Done that. Done that. Done that. Of course.
Thank you, Ishan.
All right, guys. So I think this will be all for the day. So have a great weekend ahead. Week ahead, I mean to say. So, anyways, any queries to anyone, you can post in the WhatsApp group. I will be responsive. But now I want you guys to review till here whatever we have done, because next level of Python is functional programming. Okay, so we're gonna write functions. We're gonna understand how they're gonna work. So all these things, if you are a good if you have some good understanding on these fundamentals, next concepts will become more interesting. Other way you will feel high pain in understanding the fundamentals. So this is all the intention. So thank you so very much, guys, and see ya next weekend. Now thank you.
Okay. So Ishan, just before you leave, just a query. Like, I know you will touch those experts. But I mean, we let's say we learned all the codes or the programming here in the Python, right? For real world, I mean, if I want to get some output from the actual routers, right?
Right.
So do we? I mean, we need. You will teach us. And make us learn how to. Set up or configure the some supplicant or other tools to get those outputs from the real routers, right? I mean.
So, Arvind, for this curriculum, the
Mhm,
expectations are Python as programming language for the network engineering part. But
mhm,
moving ahead now, when you have to do certain things in the real world environment, right? So there we need to come up as a separate project activity kind of a thing, right? So once we finish the programming language, we can take
mhm.
couple of these activities as our project activities so that you get hands-on experience, and I will try to help you guys in achieving those objectives. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not as a part of the curriculum, but as a part of our exploratory project, how we going to implement Python in networking. we'll do it collectively. That is what the objective will be.
All right. All right.
All right, great then. Thank you guys.